All right. We are going to show another ride that I made. You can see Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy over there. This is how big that thing turned out to be. It's just a massive ride. This is little teeny one compared to it. Although this is a big ride. This is one I call New World because it's so beautiful. I really wanted sort of a relaxing garden forest type of environment in this one. It is, well, it's actually a beautiful, beautiful ride. Let's look at some of the stats on it. Like all water rides, it's near impossible to make all green, but I loosened this baby up pretty good. Its friction's at 0.3, so it does move fast. There's just a lot of slow spots to the ride. You can see that, let's look at some of the stats. Duration is 300 seconds almost. And that's a lot that's a lot, right? It's 5 minutes. Max speed is 40 miles per hour. Makes it very, very fast for a water ride. Average speed is 7.5. Biggest drop, 13.5 meters. It has total air time of half a second. We do have some pretty good, pulling some pretty decent G's on it. So it's actually for a water ride, this is actually a pretty cool ride. Let's see something here. Where is it? I always forget where these things are. So ride prestige is 544. Scenery bonus, I got a full 200 actually. Says scenery bonus is 0 to 200. Actually, it's more like 750, but I just booted up, so it probably doesn't know these things yet. So let's stop the test. Now I went with sort of an outdoor, woodsy garden cue to this. Just a real pretty cue, and out at night it goes from green to purple, a lavender, because I used the wisteria in the game. So in this part of the game, ride, it's green, and then as you can see over here, it just turns into this beautiful lavender, wisteria, and it's just gorgeous. Real pretty at night. We do have a couple directional changes on this. I put whirlpools in the pattern of the change, and I just wanted to have a beautiful, beautiful ride. Even the rocks, what I did on the rocks, I actually made them green, so they kind of blend into the ground. So the rock's sort of this moss green. So let's get on the ride. Very simple outdoors feel. So let's do this, and here. I don't know what these are. So I'm not an expert or anything, as you can tell. I mean, and we're going to do a lot more here, try to hide the rails a bit. I haven't put music to it yet, so I usually will put sort of a calm, relaxing AI tune that I'll have AI make up, just because of what you call it, copyright issues, and so I put the overhang here, the vines, sort of makes it feel very cozy, very comfortable. Right before our first drop. There's our first drop. And it is fast too, boy. You're just racing through this. And now we're going to go to our first lift. And I put waterfalls on the lifts. So, it's a wet ride. So, we're going to go through this bridge and then stop on our first turnaround. So, I got jets spinning us around here in the same direction that we're spinning. And then off we go backwards. And then a drop into a beautiful cove, hidden cove. And we're just sort of taking all this in. It's beautiful, actually. And come into a little neighborhood here. On our next spin, turn around. So I've got little homes here. Beautiful. I mean, it was just going through a big log tunnel. This actually somebody did this on the workshop, so I borrowed this. I mean, I could build it. They did a good job with this hollow tree tunnel. So I borrowed that. I can't take credit for that. And then I used this prop in order to create sort of an overhang. And then this is, of course, I think it's an upside down ship hull, and then I put vines on it. And this is enlarged boat, pieces here to the left, and then it's just planks here. We're coming down into this beautiful lavender cove. At night, this is really, really pretty. I could put some bushes and stuff like that on these so you don't see that. Maybe some wood, logs. But you can see I just sort of had this hanging. It's just beautiful hanging gardens. So I could do that over on that other spot. Another beautiful lavender waterfall. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. It's like a new world. It really is very, very, very pretty. I really wanted to, this is one of those rides you can take the kids on and just get a few screams, but also just say, wow, it's a beautiful botanical thing. I wish we had circus trees. Circus trees are, we do have some things like a circus tree in the game, but, and then animatronic animals, Now we're coming into the end here. And here we go. So quick scream at the end, and voila. So in this ride at night looks very, 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 very different, I think. It just looks primitive, but gorgeous all at the same time. So let's ride it again at night. And again, I'm going to we'll put some jungle music to it with some jungle sounds. I have a Suno subscription that I can do a lot of mixes and stuff like that. So even though it's AI, I can do a lot of independent mixing and control on my songs. So be kind of fun. George jungle as you can be. So I put green lights lighting up this big old, I think, banyan tree or something like that. And I wanted to wrap around these rocks here and then come into that overhang tunnel right here. Isn't that beautiful? It just feels like I wanted it to, you know. You gotta have a little thrill, right? There's your thrill. But look at this, and look at the view. I mean, you've got this beautiful view up here of it. I added rapids to the launches and drops and stuff like that. I know this is nothing compared to uh, master builders out there, because I mean they would see details here, you know, things like this. And I'm not done with this ride yet. This ride's sort of a canvas right now. And even the music is going to be, you know, a part of the canvas. Say what you want about AI, but it does give you another creative outlet. Um, and I enjoy it. AI can be very, very practical and very cathartic if you use it differently. Isn't that pretty? Turn around and you can see, you know, these little cottages, you know, little huts. Look at that. It's just real neat. Put some sounds in here, you know, some birds chirping, stuff like that. You know, the neat thing again with Suno, which is AI music creator, you can create sounds. So I enjoy that about that. So if I want sort of you know, certain bird sounds, I can get it. And I need to put, you know, more wildlife triggers, things like that in this particular ride, but I don't want it to have that feel of danger, although I want the thrill once in a while. Look at this. It's just, I lit up the wisteria. It's just lit up, so you can just get at nighttime a different, you know, glow from this ride. So this is the lavender portion of it. Look at this. Look at the elevator. Look at that. I just lit it up. I mean, it's so beautiful, so pretty. Look at that. It's just illuminating. It's just beautiful. I gotta put a few more lights in here. Looks like I've missed this area here. I'll put some lights in there. Woo! Talk about an ending. Put some signage and stuff like that on this ride too. But for you know, I will, when it's done, we'll put this on the workshop, because it really is. I mean, it's only 4,500 pieces at the moment. So my guess it'll be about 5,500 pieces when it's done. But it's just so pretty, I think. This is a ride that I would pay money to get on. You know, the whole ride, I mean, how long is the ride? Oh, I said 5 minutes, so yeah, it's 5 minutes long. So, which is, I mean, that's a long ride. How many? I mean, I could put a lot more. I put 11 trains, and they hold a lot, so the weight shouldn't be too bad. We're going to put some more jungle stuff and jungle noises and stuff like that on it. But I hope you like this. I mean, it's called New World, and it feels like it. I have another video on this guy, my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Check that out, please. It's pretty much done for my skill level, I guess. I did upload some wall panels that I made on the workshop. So these wall panels, excuse me. But tell me what you think. Comment down below. What would you add to this? Or you think I could do better? There are some, like I said, there's some things. Don't worry about offending me, please. I have very, very thick skin. I am Sicilian. I can give it as well as I can take it. So, all right, guys. Let me go back to this and end it. Let's do one of my favorite fishing one.
A day on the